Welcome mamas to another prenatal yoga session. In today's session, we are working on the flexibility and strength. And both of these are so important during pregnancy, childbirth, and also for a good postnatal recovery. So it's going to be a wonderful session today. Coming onto our mats into a standing position, we'll start with some warm-ups. So let us start marching on the spot. Just warming up the legs, just shaking your hands. It's a good idea to warm up the body before we go into any stretches. Just prevents any injuries or overstretching. Let's walk to the side of our mat. And to the other side. Let's see if we can get the knees higher. And now if we can lift our heels to the buttocks. Keep going. So if you have just joined us, we are doing some warm-ups, which is marching on the spot. And we are trying to lift our heels to the buttocks. Good. Coming back to center. Let us do some shoulder rolls. So lifting the shoulders up towards the ears and making some circles in one direction and the other. Wonderful. Now let's make some arm circles. So imagine you're swimming in the water. So really take those big long circles. Really use your arms. Feel the resistance of the water when you're swimming. And the other way around. As if you're doing a backstroke. Well done. Now let's take some hip circles. So keeping the feet wide and the knees soft. Hands on your waist. Let's take some circles in one direction. And the other. Let's point the tailbone to the back and to the front, okay? So let's do this. Pelvic tilts. Good. Let's do side to side. So tilting side to side from one hip bone to the other. These pelvic tilts and hip circles are so good to improve the mobility in that space. And this is also good to create that optimal baby positioning. So as you are closer to your due date, you really want the baby's head to engage down in the pelvis. Good. Let's make some figure eights with the hips. Just enjoy this movement. Nobody's watching you. Even if it looks funny, give it your best. Wonderful. And whilst we are here, coming up into a standing position, let's take a breath in, raise our arms from the sides, stretch up, 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 and breathing out. Bend your knees and place your hands on your belly. Just taking a moment to connect with the baby. Take a couple of deep breaths in and out, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let's do it a couple of times. Stretch up, 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 and down. 2 more times, up and down. Last one, up and down. Very good. And slowly coming back up. We'll just do some ankle circles. So just finding your balance, lifting the right leg up. You can also find a wall to take some support and point, flex, take some circles in one direction and the other. These are such simple stretches that you can do any time of the day. And because your feet is taking all that weight, it's so good to give some stretch just a couple of times during the day. Let's do it with the other leg. Point, flex, and some circles. And the other way. Wonderful. And come back to center. We'll do a couple of squats to just warm up the body overall. So if you're in the later stages of your pregnancy and squats don't feel comfortable, just rise on your toes and stretch your arms up. Okay, so this is what you will be doing. Otherwise, if you are up for it, let's do some squats. So keeping hip width distance between your feet. We are going to imagine we are sitting on a chair at the back. And the knees are bent, making sure the knees do not cross over the toes. And come up. So we'll do 20 of these. 18. 17. You can keep your hands to the front or on the hips, whatever is comfortable. 16. 15. 14. 13. Keep going. 12. 11. 10. Last 9. Come on. You guys are doing so well. Give it your best. Wonderful. Just a few more to go. I'm feeling my legs are all warmed up. And anytime you can take the other variation, coming onto your toes if this doesn't seem comfortable. Last 3. And last 1. Well done. Let's give a good shake to the legs. Great. Now we are going to roll down. So tuck your chin to the chest and very, very slowly start rolling down. 1 vertebrae at a time. Let your neck loose. Let the head hang. Just take a couple of bounces up and down here. So pulsing on the spot, just releasing any tension in the back. You can also sway side to side, up and down. So your knees are really soft here. Placing your elbows on your thighs, joining the palms in the prayer position. As you breathe in, raise your right arm and open to the right side. Wonderful. Bring it back. This time as you breathe in to the other side. And bring it back. You can do it one more time. A nice chest opener to the left side. And back to center. And you can release your hands and slowly let us come into a tabletop position on our mats. So which is coming onto our palms and knees. Your wrists are below your shoulders and your knees are below your hips. Let's start with some cat-cows. So as you breathe in, scoop your head through, open the chest, gently point the tailbone up, making sure you do not create too much arch in the spine, because anyways during your pregnancy your spine is slightly arched and we do not want to increase the load there. So breathing in and breathing out, chin to the chest, round your back. You can also just have a nice stretch here, pointing the tailbone towards the heels. And then again, a couple of cat-cows at your own pace. And coming back to center. Let us turn from our right side and see if we can spot our imaginary tail. And come back to center and to the other side. And once more. So make sure your hips are stable, they are not moving, because that's when you get a nice side stretch. Wonderful. From here, let us come into child's pose. Let your buttocks rest on your heels and stretch your hands to the forward. Let your head rest on the mat. Keeping the hips as it is, let us start walking our hands to the left side. So both the hands to the left side of your body, enjoying a nice side stretch. And keep those deep breaths in and out into every pose. Just letting your awareness come into the space, letting your body settle into every pose. And slowly walking back to the center, and this time to the right side. And back to center. And slowly let us come back into tabletop. From here, let us bring the left leg to the front, taking your time, and if you need the support of your hands, please do so. Good. And we are placing both the palms on the inside of the left foot, and we are going to take some hip flossers here. So let's make some circles here with the hips. And if you have any pelvic girdle pain or this doesn't help you, you're more than welcome to take some cat-cows. So take some hip circles in cat-cow pose. And let's reverse. This pose really creates that flexibility in the inner thighs. Really stretches those muscles in the pelvis, providing some flexibility, which is so good, especially for childbirth. Back to center. Now walk your hands to the right side and see if you can just create that opening. So we are pointing our tailbone back towards the mat and hands to the front. And I can feel a wonderful stretch in the inner thigh. Wonderful. Come back to center and slowly rise up, coming into a low lunge. Okay, so right hand on your waist, raise the left hand up and over, take a nice side stretch. Press down through the left foot and the right shin into the mat. And using your core, come back to center. Let's take the side stretch on the other side. And back to center. Release the arms and interlace the arms at the back. Take a breath in, look up. And breathing out, fold forwards and down. If you feel dizzy, you can always stay up. Don't go all the way down where the head is below the heart. It can make you feel dizzy. Otherwise, if you're feeling okay, you can go all the way down. Beautiful. Slowly coming back up and release your hands. Now, just stretch your left leg and point the toes up towards the ceiling. We are going to enjoy a nice hamstring stretch. So, even with this pointing of the toes towards the ceiling, I'm already feeling a good stretch in my hamstrings. If you want to go one level further, you can take a breath in, grow taller, and then hinge forwards from your lower back. And you'll start to feel a nice stretch. If you're really flexible already, you can place your hands on the mat and aim to touch your chest to your thighs. Of course, with the big belly, sometimes it can be difficult. But I'm hoping with this, you're already getting a good stretch. Okay. And slowly coming back, getting the foot in. And taking your time, coming back into the child's pose. If you felt this was too intense for your knees, make sure you have a cushion or a folded blanket. Let's do this on the other side. Taking your time, bringing both the palms inside the right foot. And slowly rising up. Sorry, my bad. We have to do the hip flossers. So, placing both the palms inside the right foot. We are going to take some hip circles. In one way and the other. Wonderful. Coming back to center. We're going to walk both the hands to the left side. And we're going to point the tailbone at the back. And just enjoy a beautiful opening in the left inner thigh. Awesome. Coming back to center. Taking your time and rising up into a low lunge. Excellent. So right hand on your waist, left hand up and over, side stretch. And back to center. This time to the other side. And back to center. Beautiful. Swim the arms to the back and breathing in, interlacing the fingers, look up, push the knuckles towards the floor. And breathing out, fold forwards, pushing the knuckles up towards the ceiling. Enjoying this nice chest opener. Beautiful. Slowly coming back up. Releasing the hands. Giving it a shake if you like. And taking your time, coming back into your tabletop. Okay. Now tuck your toes and push your hips towards your heels. And see if you can lift your knees off the mat. A nice stretch at the back of the toes. And keep taking deep breaths in and out. This sensation can be intense, but we are going to use our breath to just help us stay calm at this time. Wonderful. And keep breathing in and out. Keep your face floppy. Keep the lips really relaxed. You can practice the horse lips breath. So really fluttering your lips as you breathe out. Or you can even try the sigh breath. So as you exhale, imagine you're sighing. Wonderful. Now bringing your knees back on the mat and just tapping your feet. Very good. Now from here, let us come into a kneel down position. Place your palms on your lower back. We are going to do the basic camel pose. So as you breathe in, look up and create that slight opening in the chest. So imagine there's a thread in the center of your chest and it's pulling you up. We are trying not to create a deep back bend. That's not good, especially in pregnancy. So we are keeping the lower back supported with the palms and the elbows are closer to each other. Opening the chest, looking up. And really feeling that opening in the chest. Wonderful. Coming back to center. You can keep one palm on the back and raise the other arm up and diagonally to the other side. And let's do it with the other hand. You're just taking it as a side stretch and not as a back bend. Traditionally, camel pose is a back bend, but we do very, very controlled back bends in pregnancy. Wonderful. And you can release your hands. Now, let's do some knee squats. So, let us slowly guide our tailbone towards the heels. And we are not sitting all the way down. And as it's very close to the heels, we rise up. Okay? And I want you to incorporate pelvic floor into this. So as you're going back, just release that space in that pelvic floor. Let it go, drop and flop. And as you come up, you squeeze your glutes to come up, give you the strength. And you can also lift up your pelvic floor. Okay? So let's incorporate this with cactus arms. So as you're going back, release your pelvic floor. And as you come up, join your palms up and lift up your pelvic floor. Let's go back and up. 10 more. Breathe out as you come up. 6 more. 4 more. Anytime you don't feel comfortable, rest in child's pose. Do not force yourself. Keep listening to your body. And last 2. For the last one, let us go down in 3 counts. 3, 2, 1, and come up in 3, 2, 1. One more. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Well done, everyone. Now let's come up into a seated position on our mats. And we are going to stretch the legs in a V shape. And I would highly recommend you use a folded blanket or a cushion to lift your hips up, because when you have a bigger belly, it can be a bit difficult. Good. So sitting on your sit bones, interlace the fingers to the front, arms straight, and take a breath in, and as you breathe out, just stretch forwards, and we are going to do churning the mill pose. So we are going to make some circles, moving from the left to the right leg, and just choose the size of your circle. It doesn't have to be really big. Just work with your body, whatever feels good. Let's reverse. And I'm making sure that my toes are pointing up, so it's not floppy, it's active. Great. And come back to center. So we are slowly going to bring the left foot in, closer to the groin, and the right leg stretched out. We are going to take a nice side stretch. So sliding your right hand along the right leg, left hand up and over to the side. So either you can be holding the toe, shin, thigh, whatever is comfortable. And take a couple of breaths in and out here. Always when you're holding a pose, it's important to keep breathing. And slowly coming back up. Let's take a gentle side twist. So placing the left hand on the right thigh, right hand to the back, staying tall. Breathe in and twist. And come back to center. Let's do this on the other side. So this time bringing the right foot in, sliding the left hand along the left leg, right arm up and over, making sure your body is not coming to the front, but it's along the side angle. Good. Slowly coming back up and taking that gentle side twist. So right arm across the right thigh. Take a breath in. And left arm is to the back. Twisting, looking over your left shoulder. Good. And come back to center. Wonderful. You can bring your knees in and come into a lying down position on your right side. You can make a pillow with your right hand. We are going to do some clams, which are so good for strengthening your glute muscles. So we are going to keep the feet, hips and shoulders in one line. The knees are bent. Good. Now keeping the feet together, we are going to open the knees. We're going to do 10 of these. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wonderful. Now we are going to imagine there's a stool behind and we are going to keep our foot on top of it. And now we are going to do this clams again. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. For the last 3, let us go really slow. Wonderful. And I think last one. Great. Place the foot back. Just massage your buttocks. Wonderful. So staying in this position, just stretch your arms to the right side, placing one arm on top of the other. Good. And as you breathe in, open the left arm and twist and look over to your left side. We are doing the open book stretch. We're trying to keep the knees together and press down. And back to center. Let's take one more at our own pace. And back to center. Wonderful. Now taking your time, let us rise up, and we need to do this on the left side as well. So making a pillow with your left hand. Once again, your heels, hips and shoulders in one line. Knees are bent. We're going to do 10 clams. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Placing the foot on the imaginary stool, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. I can feel it in my glutes. Last 4. We're going very slowly. Last 2. And last one. Well done. A gentle massage. Stretching the arms to the left side, getting ready for open book stretch. Breathing in, open the right arm. Turning your gaze to the right side and back to center. One more at your own pace. Wonderful. And from here we get ready for relaxation. So you can keep lying on your left side. Make a pillow with your hand and place your right hand on your belly. Just take a couple of breaths in and out. releasing any tension in any part of your body. You're allowed to take a couple of seconds to just stretch or move or adjust however you like to just make you feel comfortable and relaxed. And also keeping your awareness in the belly and the pelvic floor space. Using whatever cue you like to relax your pelvic floor, whether it is imagining a flower blooming, or it is imagining the ripples in water, or it could also be imagining a butter melting. Taking deep breaths in and out. Breathing in for 2. During pregnancy, it's your breath, it's the oxygen that your breath provides to your baby and the body. So you always have to take deep breaths in and out because you're breathing for 2 people. And as you breathe out, long exhales, letting go of any thoughts, anything that doesn't serve your body today. Each time you breathe in and out, you are letting your body settle deeper into the floor. And each time you breathe out, you're letting go of any feelings, any thoughts that don't serve you. And whilst you're doing this, you also have your hand on your belly. You're feeling that connection to your baby. Keeping that gentle smile on your face, taking the support of your right hand, let us come up into a seated position. Eyes are still closed. Sitting up into a cross-legged position. Palms open, facing up on your knees. We'll finish the session with 3 bees humming breath. So for this breath, you'll take a breath in, and as you breathe out, you will seal your lips and create a humming sound from the throat. So preparing for the bees humming breath, let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now this time we are going to take a breath in for the humming sound. And as you breathe out, hum. Breathe in. Last round. Breathe in. And relax. Keep breathing in and out. Bring your palms in front of the chest, keeping that gentle smile on your face. Expressing your gratitude towards yourself, towards this beautiful body, towards your baby, towards this space in which you were practicing yoga, towards anyone who played an important role in today's practice. Taking a bow down, saying a very beautiful thank you, and coming back up. Start rubbing your palms together, generate some warmth, and cup your eyes, massage your face, hands, neck. Spread the warmth to your belly and baby, to your feet. And taking your time, slowly and gently, you can open your eyes. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today's session and you have a wonderful day ahead. Namaste.